Now we start with type 3 problem, or problem that contains. So we start with that contains problem. So we have a given a problem statement like design DFA, where input is valid if it contains 101 as a substring over input variable 01. So we have to design a DFA that contain a 101 as a substring. So that contain problem, we find the substring that is a 101 in the problem. So first one is a theory. So we know theory. In the last lecture we tell the theory. In the theory simply we write definition of a DFA. So always remember, in theory write the definition of a DFA and some sentences related to the DFA. Next part one is a logic. So for knowing the information of a DFA theory, so see my last lecture in which we give the theory part of a DFA. So logic, last problem of that lecture. So we give the information about the DFA. So next part is a logic. Logic input, we have a given input 01, output always yes no. Next we find 101 as a substring, we have a state. Always remember, in that contains problem the only one starting state but one or more final states. So in that contains problem only one starting state but one or more final states are present. So we have a QS is a starting state. First is a Q0. We have an input string that is a 101. So for 0 contains 0. Here is simply for understanding we write here 0. Q1 state for 1. Q2 state for, split this string 1, we have a state, then 10 we have no any state, so Q2 for 10, then 101, Q3 for 101. So we have to find the state which contain a substring 101. So here is our final state. So next part one is a implementation. In implementation we draw the transition table. Zero, 1. We have a state QS, Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. QS that ends with 0, contains 0, 1 contain 10, 101. So we here take 0. So contain 0, we have a state Q0. For check 1, state having 1 for Q1 that contains 0, 0. So 0, 0 have not any state. We cut first state, then 0. For 0 we have a state that is a Q0, then 0 upside 1. We check for 01. We have a not string for state for 01. We have a state for 10 but not 01. So cut V0. We have a 1 having a state that is a Q1. So for Q1 1 upside 0 we have a state for 10 is a Q2, then 1 we have not any state for 1 so we cut, then having 1, here is a 1 Q1. For check 100. So for 100 we have not any state, we cut here state, not 0 0 not having any state, we cut. So 0 having a state q0. Then we check for 101. So 101 having a state, that is a q3. And then for q3 1010. So we have to find a solution for substring. That string contain a substring 101. So here is a 101 is present. So here is a q3. Then we check for 1011. So here is also 101 is present. Here is q3. Always remember, in that contains problem, last state having a same state. Here is q3, q3, q3. So always remember, in that contains problem, last state is a same state, which have a same states, because that contains, this string is final string. So here is also contain a that string always present. So we have a same for both. So we merge that two state, the having state, merge. Then new transition table will be after merging. After merging, here is our transition table. We have a state, we merge that qs and q0 state. So both merging state, we give the both state for q0, then q1, q2, q3. q3 is the starting state, and we make q0 the start state. q0, q1, q2, q1, q0, q3, and q3, q3. So this is our transition table after merging. Now we draw the transition diagram. So we have 4 states, that q0 is the starting state, q1, q2, and q3. q3 is a final state, always in a double circle. q0 to q0 self transition, q0 to q1 1, q1 to q2 0, q1 to q1 1, q2 to q0 0, q2 to q3 1, q3 to q3 0, 1 transition. So here is a transition diagram from the problem, which contains 1001 is a substring. So for better understanding the my talk lectures or DFA video, we see the all previous lecture of my channel. So we firstly go to all lecture from the starting. We start with finite state machine. So we have to see all lecture one by one, then we understand the next concept. So we firstly see first lectures, and that starts with for better understanding all lectures. So we check my talk playlist and see all videos.